Pony52, how are you folks? I have a question for you. Do you ever wonder how many people that ride motorcycles actually carry a firearm? Hello from beautiful yet still a little chilly Southwest Michigan. I hope you and your family are healthy and well. You know, this subject came up when I was talking to my son, as a matter of fact, about firearms. And in the spirit of transparency, I am a full believer in the Second Amendment and a concealed carry holder that is responsible with firearms and safety. And do not push my beliefs on anybody else, and if that offends you, I understand. While I may not agree with your position, maybe another one of my videos would be best for you. So how I started thinking about this was, it's been a couple years that I was actually at a hog chapter meeting in Michigan here when I lived here before, and Mrs. Bodine and I were there. It's probably 40 people. It was a breakfast. The officers were talking and updating everybody. The dealership was there, and we were kind of sitting in some high tables, and there was a bunch of middle tables and a lot of folks sitting there. And I am telling you, so there was a table probably about, I don't know, 20, 10 on each side, and I noticed that 8 of the 10 folks had firearms on them, right? Which for me, that's fantastic, right? Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I would tell you I may not agree with their matter of concealing them, since I saw 8 of 10, but that's not the point. So it started making me think, which is, how many motorcyclists probably carry? Now, then that has to beg the question. There's another guy doing some little recreational time. Then it begs the question of, okay, do you carry your firearm when you're on your motorcycle? Now, I hope that many of you are going to go, well, of course I do. Why would you not do that? And of course I carry when I'm on my motorcycle. But I just started doing a little research and asking around in certain Facebook groups about that question. And I was surprised at how many people do not carry their firearm on them while they're riding, but they keep it in their tour bag. I saw some down on their motorcycle here. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you some pictures. Check these out. And I'm thinking, man, that's dangerous. Now, I will tell you that I'm not going to be riding my motorcycle with my firearm out, but why would you not have your firearm on your person? That's the first thing, right? And the other thing is, so if you don't have it on you, what do? You get off your motorcycle, you get it out of your bag, and then you openly, put it in your holster, conceal it? How do you do that? Isn't like the concealed gone? Now, I will tell you that a buddy of mine says that he does carry it on him, but he puts it in his bag and locks it up if he goes in a place that he can't carry it. Now, that's a whole different discussion on whether people believe that that's appropriate, legal, or not, and it's not what this video is about. But I get concerned about, obviously, somebody stealing it, right? Even if I have it all locked up. So I'm one of those guys that have it on me all the time. It's easy for me because I do not, when I'm riding, drink. So, a lot of people say, hey, you can go to lunch, have a beer, it doesn't impair you. I get that, right? For me, if I'm on the motorcycle, there's no alcohol, period. So I don't have any concerns about not being able to have my firearm with me because I'm drinking, because that's something you don't do. But I was just curious, do you carry on your motorcycle, and then in what way do you do it? Now, there's some people that carry in their pocket, right? There's some people that have appendix carry. I'm too big of a guy to carry it appendix-wise, or I would, trust me. There's some people that will put it in a holster, a shoulder holster, right? There's some motorcycle jackets. This one is not that way, but I do have a vest that's that way that has a pocket you can keep it in. And then some people keep it like they normally carry it, which is what I do. And I carry my firearm at about 4 o'clock, 4:30. So I was just kind of curious. So if you are a person that carries, one, do you keep it on your bike? You keep it on you? And then how do you carry it if you don't mind sharing? If you don't want to share, and I get that, because I don't go around touting that I have a concealed carry permit. I understand that too, but I'd like to get some feedback and then maybe some ideas. Maybe how I carry it is not the best way when I'm riding. I know that when I'm riding, Mrs. Bodine's on the back. You know, she always can feel it as well. So, just curious about that, and it kind of struck me that I wonder what the percentage is of motorcycle folks that carry firearms. What do you think? 50, 60, 70% maybe?
Well, thank you, Bodine52. I'm glad to throw out some tips. Tip number 1, make sure that whatever you're carrying, your riding gloves, can actually fit into the trigger guard so that you can do what you need to do to defend yourself. You don't want to find out at the wrong time that your winter riding gloves won't fit in your baby Glock. Tip number 2, make sure you pair your firearm with a quality holster that covers the trigger, along with a rigid carry belt. You don't want some floppy belt going up with your holster when you're trying to draw when you need it the most. I've had this belt for almost 15 years and it's still as rigid as the day it was I bought it. A rigid carry belt will 100% make your carrying easier. Now, tip number 3 is pretty basic. You have to practice the way you carry. So you need to go to the range and actually shoot the way you would carry, the way you're dressed. Draw the way you would carry. But you need to practice drawing and pulling the trigger the way you carry. Because there's a big difference in carrying in the summer like this and carrying in the colder weather dressed like this. Bigger gun fits the trigger guard. Have you tried carrying and shooting your pistol wearing a full-faced helmet? Make sure you put some good quality earplugs in if you do. It's a whole different experience drawing a handgun from underneath a leather jacket than it is just wearing a t-shirt and jeans with a cover garment. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments section. As always, stay safe, keep your head on a swivel.
Alrighty folks, that is it for Bodine52. Thank you for checking in the channel. I definitely appreciate all of you. Appreciate the comments, appreciate you taking time out of your schedule and looking in on the channel. So hopefully next time I will be out with my bride, Mrs. Bodine. Right now, you know, I'm making sure that I get a little bit of that, get my mind clean and clear with all the stuff going on in the world. So thanks very much. We will talk to you soon from Bodine52 and the beautiful, handsome Duke. Be safe on and off the motorcycle. Bye-bye.